Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Maythun, and my Buddhist name is Charupali, which means keeper of beauty. Today, I'll be your presenter for part 1 of this Dhamma class. Today's Dhamma class is on February 15th, 2026. We meet every Sunday at 4 p.m. Arizona and Pacific times. Anyone interested in Buddhist teachings is welcome to join us on Zoom. Use the ID 413-460-4622 and the password Buddha20, all lowercase. Remember, the Zoom ID and password will stay the same every week. First, 3 individuals will recite the special prayers. These chants will then be followed by Part 1A, offerings, taking the Tisarana and precepts, the Metta chant, and meditation. B, Adhitthana, determination, mindfulness on death, wishing, and sharing. Part 2, Burita chantings, discussions, questions and answers, translation from the prayer book, and some kids reciting Pali prayers from the book. Today's substitute will be Helen Ao, so Helen Ao, please have your prayer book and the correct pages ready and close by. Jewel, could you please remind us about the rules and regulations?
Yeah. Before we begin, here are some important rules and regulations. 1. If you're reading a substitution or participating in Part 1A, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. 2. Please do not eat or drink during the prayer time as it is very disrespectful. If you're hungry, make sure to eat before joining the meeting next time. 3. Sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Keep your camera on at all times or you may be removed from the meeting. If you're not part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn off your camera. 4. Please don't fidget or play around, as it can disturb others who are praying. The prayer session is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. 5. For those chanting, please chant clearly and slowly so that others can follow along. 6. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone stays respectfully until the end of the meeting.
Now, please put your hands together. We'll begin with Buddha Gamana Gata. We believe you'll do great.
Buddha Gamana Gata Angira Sasa Unaya Tatahi Sedaram Sio Wajirawa Virojanti Kinometadu Sisake Nilayo Nilatanama Pito Dadacha Lohita Dhamma Dhammata Mantita Nikaminsu Papasara Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. One more time. Diva Dapati Gata Diva Dapati Adijo Pratima Bhati Jantima Sanando Katiyo Dapati Jai Dapati Brahmano Atha Sapa Mahoratin Guru Dapati Tejasa Dati Sam Tejasampanam Buddham Vandami Sadaram Edena Sajawajena Soti Mehuntu Sabada Soti Dehuntu Sabada Fountas. Chandima Gatha Namo Te Buddha Viratu Vipamudosi Sabati Sambada Patipano Sami Dasame Saranam Bhava Tatagatam Arahantam Chandima Saranam Gato Rahu Chandam Pamunjasu Buddha Loka Nukampaka etena sajawajena soti me hotu sabada soti te hotu sabada. Valentine.
Gana sara patitena dipena tamatam sina diloka dipem sambudam pujayami tamonudam wana ganda kuno petem etem kusuma santatem pujayami munentasa Siripada Seroruhe.
Jiwa setu no bente paniam parikapitam anukampam upadaya patigana tu utama Ajiwa setu no bente bojanam parikapitam anukampam upadaya patigana tu utama. Valentine. Ogata, 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 kayaken, wasiken, manoken, tapadota, katinto, apietogo, piopazetan, ajonga, batama, tutia, tatia, dejane, nejane, tongjane, yaon, paya yedana, taya yedana, Danga yedana miatomba dogo ayo ate ale amye laso moye shiko puzo pumyo mensho kadoba I ashimpaya kadoya to ajo ajang apeleba katomba yapieshepa yantumyo ngaba wipati teyaleba Pyatana taya ngaba doma akakate keloning tepiwe mataya potaya nimbentaya domyako yabalo I ashimpaya. Valentine.
Ahambante tisarnena saha nawanga sampana gatam uposata silam tamaya chami anugahan katawa stirandeta mebante dutiyampi ahambante tisarnena saha nawanga sampana gatam Uposata sila damaya chami anugahan katawa silandeta me bante tatiyampi aham bante tisanena saha nawanga sampanagata uposata sila damaya chami anugahan katawa silandeta me bante ama bante Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dhammam saranam gacchāmi. Sangham saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchāmi. Amavante.
Haley Al, could you please substitute for program number 5, prayer book, page 10 to 11?
Nawanga Sila Panatipata Viratmani Sikapadam Samadhiyami Adinadana Viratmani Sikapadam Samadhiyami Abramacharya Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Surameraya Majapamadatana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Vikala Bhojana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Nachagita Vadita Visuga Dasana Mala Ganda Vilepana Dharana Mandana Vibhusanatana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Uchasayana Mahasayana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Metta Sahagatena Cetasa Sabapana Bhutesu Paritva Viharanam Samadhiyami. Bhante Valentine.
Itipisa Bhagava Araham Sama Sambuddho Vichasana Sapano Sakata Lokavidu Anutava Parisa Dhammasavati Sata Deva Manusana Buddha Bhagava.
Swagato Bhagavata Dharmo Sanditiko Agaliko Ehipasiko Obaneiko Bachatam Weditapo Wenyuhi Supatipano Bhagavato Sawagasango Ujupatipano Bhagavato Sawagasango Nyapatipano Bhagavato Sawagasango Samichapatipano Bhagavato Sawagasango Yadidam Jatari Purisa Yugani Ata Purisa Bugala Esa Bhagavato Sawagasango Ahuneyo Bahuneyo Dakineyo Angelikaranyo Anudaram Punyaketam Lokasa Valentine.
Awiro Homi Abya Bajo Homi Anigo Homi Suki Atana Puriharami Mama Mada Pitu Acharya Ja Nyatimita Ja Sabrama Jarino Ja Avira Hondu Abya Baja Hondu Aniga Hondu Suki Atanam Puriharandu Amhagam Araka Dewata Imam Sumim Awase Imam Sumim Arame Araka Dewata Avira Hondu Abya Baja Hondu Aniga Hondu Suki Atanam Puriharandu
Sabe Sata, Sabe Pana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atapara Priya Pana, Saba Idio, Sabe Brisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anariya, Sabe Deva, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vinipatika, Arara home to, Abya Bajo home to, Anigo home to, Suki Atanam Bari Harantu. Duga Mujantu Yadalada Sapadido Mawika Jantu Kamasaka.
Pratimaya Tisaya Takinaya Tisaya Pachimaya Tisaya Uttaraya Tisaya Pratimaya Anutisaya Takinaya Anutisaya Pachimaya Anutisaya Uttaraya Anutisaya Hetimaya Tisaya Uparimayatisaya.
Sabe Sata, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Bariya Bana, Saba Idio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Winipatija, Awira hontu, abyabaja hontu, aniga hontu, suki atane periharentu, dukha muchentu, yata lata sempatito, mawigachentu, kamasaka.
Udamyawa pawagaja adoyawa awichito Samanta Chakawalesu Yesata Patawichara Abhyapaja Niweracha Nitukacha Nupadawa Udamyawa Pawagaja Adoyawa Awijito Samanta Chakawalesu Yesata Udakechara Abhyapaja Niweracha Nitukacha Nupadawa Utamyawa Pawagaja Adoyawa Awijito Samanta Chakawalesu Yesata Akasechara Abhyapaja Niweraja Nitukaja Nupadawa Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Now we will learn how to meditate by Valerie, Chloe, Helen Al, Dezinja, and Megan.
What is meditation? Meditation is a way to keep the mind cool and calm by concentrating on one object. There are many ways to meditate. In our Dhamma class, primarily we study Anapanasati and body scanning meditation. In Anapanasati, a natural focus is your own breath, which is always with you. If you simply keep feeling the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, the mind gets quieter, the more peaceful. In body scanning meditation, you scan your whole body from head to toe, from the front and the back. The only trouble is something will always take your attention away, maybe a noise or a pain in the knee. But often, your own mind is the problem. It is so full of useless stuff, like a monkey jumping here and there. It is so hard to control. To become the master of your mind, you need some lessons, enough time, and a good place to learn how to practice. With enough practice, meditation helps to replace bad thoughts with thoughts and feelings with happy ones.
Why do we meditate? By learning how to control the mind, we start to get rid of negative habits and develop good mental qualities instead. If your mind is cool, you make good decisions, you don't get confused, you make less mistakes, you don't get angry or feel afraid, and you become more confident. If your mind is calm, you become peaceful and happy, you're less worried and frustrated, you don't get stressed about work or exams, you develop compassion and kindness, and you have more harmonious relationships. If your mind is concentrated, you get less distracted by useless things, you find it easier to focus and learn, you perform better in sports and games, you make better music and art, and you will be more trustworthy.
What is the difference between samatha and vipassana? Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and mind. In samatha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During samatha meditation, When the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in Vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades do we return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
Guided muscle relaxation meditation. We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body. Center yourself in the middle of your camera. Put your hands together with the right on top of the left with your thumbs connected and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1. When I say a group of muscle, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2. Mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3. Feel those muscles completely relaxed. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
Body scanning meditation. Now we are going to advance to body scanning meditation. Imagine you're holding a scanner in your hand. You are going to scan your whole body from head to toe and from the front and the back. Begin at the top of your head and slowly let your attention move down through your body little by little. Imagine a warm energy flowing gently inside you. If you find a place that feels stuck, pause there, take a calm breath, and picture it relaxing. Once it feels open, keep moving down all the way to the tip of your toes. Let's begin by scanning the front of your body. Start at the top of your head and move slowly downward. Top of your head, your forehead and face, the front of your neck, the front of your shoulders, your upper chest, your lower chest and abdomen, the front of your hips, the front of your thighs, the front of your knees, and the front of your legs. Now, bring your attention to your back. Beginning at your heels, slowly scan upward. Back of your legs, the back of your knees, the back of your thighs, the back of your hips, your lower back, your upper back, the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Now you have successfully finished one cycle of body scanning meditation. Now you are going to practice another cycle on your own. You can switch the order, either go down the front and up the back, or up the back and down the front. Once all the energy channels are open, your body will feel very light. It will feel as if you're riding on a calm ocean wave. We're now done meditating.
Duga pataja, duga pataja, ne duga paya pataja, ni paya soka pataja, ne soka hondu sape pipa nino.
Nahi werna werani samantida kuda janam awerena cha samanti esa damo sanantano.
Sapa papa sa akaranam kusala supasampada sacita paryotapanam etam buddhana sasanam.
Mana me duam, chivita me aduam, ida me bonyam, me banasa, hachayo hotu, imam bonya bagam, sapa satanam, bajema, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. About one time. Hello, Mingalaba Dhamma class. My name is Dizanjo and my Buddhist name is Janabali, which means power of concentration. Today, I will be your presenter for part 2 of this Dhamma class. We are now starting part 2 of the Dhamma class. Before we begin, I want to remind you how important this class is. From today's Dhamma class, we will learn valuable teachings and ideas, so please be mindful and respectful. Also, remember,
No eating during this part of the class. Drinking water is allowed during this part of the class. Making sure to sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Now we'll move on to Program 1, the chant of Bojanga Sutta. Here are the chanters: Suizin, Thirisan, Valerie, Mathing, Hank and Hema, Tiffany, Shinthan, Amara, Sarah, Linlin, Mieno, and Wei-Yin.
Samsare samsarantanam sabba dukkha vinasanim Sata dame cha bojange marasena pamadane.
Uji dwaye jime sata dibawa nudakudama ajadi majara byadim amadam nibayam gata.
Ewamadi gunu petam anega guna sangaham osadancha imam mantam bojangancha panamahe.
Bojango sati sagado Dhamanam Vichayo Dada Viriyam Piti Pasati Bojanga Cha Dada Pare
Samadupeka Bojanga Satete Savadasina Munina Samarakata Bhavita Baulikata.
Tiffany, it is your turn.
Absent.
Hina, could you please substitute for Tiffany on verse 6 of Bojanga Sutta?
Samvatanti abhinyaya nibanaya cha bodhiya etena sacha vajena sotite hotu sabada.
Ekasmin samaye nato mogalananja tasabam nirane jikite disram bojange satate sayi.
Amara, it is your turn.
Tejadam Abhinanditva Roga Muchim Sudan Gane Edena Sajawajana Sotite Huntu Sabada
Ekada Dhamaraja Pi Jelenye Pilito Chunda Terena Tam Yewa Bana Pedwana Sadaram
Samoti twana abada Dhamma buddha sita naso etena sacha sotite hotu sabata.
Pahina teja abada Dina nempi mahesinem Magahata kilesawa Patanupati tamadem Etena saja wajena Sotite hotu sabada Bojanga sutanitidem Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. One more time.
Now we will move on to Program 2, Basic Buddhism, and the people who will be participating are Shintan, Tiffany and Noel, Chloe and Julia, Maythun and Amara, Hazel and Sarah, Sumya Pe, Juju and Alexander, and Thizancho and Hainao.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Shintan. My Buddhist name is Mukabali, which means student keeper. So today, my Dhamma friend Noel will be joining me, so please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Noel and Buddhist name is Malapala, which means power personality. So Shanta, what are we talking about today?
Today, we'll be talking about the 4 Satipatthana, and I'll be going first. So please listen carefully because we have questions at the end. What are the 4 Satipatthana? The 4 foundations of mindfulness, or Jataro Satipatthana, are practices that help develop mindfulness and wisdom. These 4 are 1. Kaya Nupassana, mindfulness of the body. 2. Vedana Nupassana, mindfulness of feelings. 3. Chitta Nupassana, mindfulness of the mind. And 4. Dhamma Nupassana, mindfulness of mental objects.
Each foundation is about paying careful attention to different parts of our existence. They help us observe the body, emotions, thoughts, and the things our mind focuses on. Mental objects include things like the 5 hindrances, the aggregates, how we experience ourselves, the sense spaces, and teachings like the 4 Noble Truths.
The goal of these practices is to build mindfulness and insight, which is also a key part of the Noble Eightfold Path. So now I'll be asking questions. So Noel, what is your first question?
My first question to Hema is, what is mindfulness of the body?
Noticing our breath, movements, and how our body feels.
Yes, that's correct. That was your question.
My question is to Linlin, and what is mindfulness of feelings? The answer is watching if you feel happy, sad, or neutral. Noel, what is your question?
My question to Hema is, what is mindfulness of the mind?
Seeing our thoughts and moods clearly.
Yes, that's correct. Shintan, could you please ask the last question?
The last question is to Hema, and what is mindfulness of mind objects?
Paying attention to things our minds focuses on, like the 4 Noble Truths.
That's correct. Thank you for listening.
It is now Chloe and Julia's turn.
Hello, Minglapa. My name is Chloe Chang, and my Buddhist name is Diti Bali, which means keeper of wisdom. I live in Chino Hills, California. So today, my dear Dhamma friend Julia will be joining me. So Julia, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Julia. My Buddhist name is Beda Bali, which means keeper of wisdom, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So, Chloe, what will we be talking about today?
We will be talking about Brahma. So I'll go first. Please listen carefully because we will be asking some questions at the end. What is Brahma in Buddhism? In Theravada Buddhism, Brahma is a powerful spiritual being known as a deity. Deities are special beings who live in heavenly realms and possesses unique qualities. Brahma lives in the highest of these realms, called the Brahma realm. There, Brahmas enjoy great happiness, beauty, and long lifespans.
There are 2 types of Brahmas: fine material sphere, Rupa Brahma, and immaterial sphere, Arupa Brahma. They are seen as wise, compassionate beings, as some people may pray or show respect to them. However, Theravada Buddhism teaches that the ultimate goal is enlightenment, breaking free from the cycle and death, called samsara, through the Buddhist teachings.
Brahmas, like all beings, are also subject to death and beliefs about deities can vary across different branches of Buddhism. So now we'll be asking some questions. So my first question is to Hank, and it is, who is Brahma in Buddhism?
Brahma is a powerful spiritual being who lives in a heavenly realm.
Yes, that is correct. So Julia, please ask your next question.
My next question is to Lasanda. So Lasanda, where do the Brahmas live?
They live in the highest heavenly realms called the Brahma realm.
Yes, that is correct. So Chloe, can you please ask your next question?
So my next question is to Hank again, and it is, are Brahmas forever?
No, like all beings, they will also pass away one day.
Yes, that is correct. So Julia, please ask your last question.
My last question is to Lasanda again. So Lasanda, what is the ultimate goal in Buddhism?
The goal is enlightenment, which is beyond even the Brahma realm.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for listening and watching.
It is now Maythun and Amara's turn.
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Maythun, and my Buddhist name is Charubali, which means keeper of beauty. I live in Toronto, Canada. Today, my dear Dhamma friend Amara is going to be joining me. So, Amara, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Amara, and my Buddha's name is Amadabali, which means keeper of deathlessness, and I live in Texas. Maythun, what will we be talking about today?
Today, we'll be talking about Mara, so I'll go first. Everyone, please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. What is Mara? Mara is a figure in Buddhism often called Mara, the evil one. He appears both as a real being, like a deity, and as a personification of evil, desires, worldly existence, and death.
In later Buddhist texts, Mara is described in 5 forms. Mara as a deity, as defilements, as the body's aggregate, as Dhamma, and as death.
As a deity, Mara rules the highest heaven of the sensuous realm. He famously tried to stop the Buddha from reaching enlightenment by sending demons and his 3 daughters to distract him.
For 7 years, Mara followed the Buddha, trying to find a weakness, even attempting to convince him to leave the world without teaching the Dhamma. But the Buddha always acted with wisdom.
Now we will be asking questions. So my first question is to Teng Teng. So Teng Teng, who is Mara in Buddhism? The answer is Mara is a figure who represents evil desires and death and sometimes try to stop people from reaching enlightenment.
Mating,
could you please ask your next question?
Mating, what does Mara do to the Buddha?
Mara tried to distract and stop the Buddha from becoming enlightened by sending demons and his daughters.
That is correct.
My next question is to Teng Teng. So Teng Teng, what are the 5 forms of Mara?
Mara can appear as a deity, defilement, the body aggregates, and karma and death.
That's correct. Amara, could you please ask your last questions?
Mating, how did the Buddha deal with Mara?
The Buddha stayed calm and wise, never giving in to Mara distractions.
That is correct.
Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for listening.
It is now Hazel and Sarah's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hazel, and my Buddhist name is Rupa Bali, which means city keeper. Today, I'll be talking about something with my dear Dhamma friend Sarah. So, Sarah, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Sarah, and my Buddhist name is Shikafali, which means good guardian. So, Hazel, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about wasa or wazo. Everyone, please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. What is wasa or wazo? The Pali word wasa means the 3-month retreat during the rainy season. Buddhist monks stay in their monasteries during this time without traveling. As in many Eastern countries, it rains almost every day.
In ancient times, lay people would build monasteries for the monks, Sangat, and donate robes after the retreat. These were original donations of wasa robes. Today, the tradition is slightly different. Since monks need more robes during the rainy season, lay people donate extra robes, called wasa robes, or waso dengan in Burmese.
This tradition is very old, though its exact start is unknown. Every year, lay people continue this custom by donating wasa robes to the monks before and after the rain retreat, celebrating special festivals known as the waso robe offering ceremony. We'll now be asking questions, so Sarah, please ask the first question.
My first question is to Kishing. So what is wasa or wazo?
Wasa is a 3-month retreat during the rainy season when monks stay in monasteries.
That is correct. So Hazel, please the next question.
The next question is for Shinki. So why do monks stay in monasteries during wasa?
Because it rains a lot and they focus on meditation and study instead of traveling.
That is correct. Sarah, please ask the next question.
My next question is to Kishing. So what are wasa robes?
Wasa robes are special robes that lay people donate to monks during the rainy season.
That is correct. So Hazel, please ask the next question.
The last question is to Shinki. So what is the wazo robe offering ceremony?
It is a special ceremony where people give robes to monks to support them during the Vasa retreat.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Sumyape, Juju, and Alexander's turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Sumyape. My Buddhist name is Chitta Pali, which means the guider of mind. Today I'll be joined by my dear Dhamma friends Juju and Alexander. So Juju, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Juju, and my Buddhist name is Janapali, which means keeper of all human beings. So, Alexander, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Alexander, and my Buddhist name is Ujjubala, which means Parvanasi. So, Sumyape, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about how to become a Buddhist. But before we begin, we'll be asking questions in the end, so please listen carefully. What do I need to be a Buddhist? To be a Buddhist, you don't need many things, just a caring heart and a curious mind. Buddhism is about learning to live kindly and peacefully. You can start learning about Buddhism. You can start learning about Buddha, a wise teacher who showed people how to find happiness and calmness.
Be kind to everyone, including animals and nature. Speak truthfully and gently, and treat others the way you would want to be treated. Spend some time sitting quietly and taking deep breaths. This is called meditation. A teacher can show you how to do it step by step. Meditation helps your mind feel calm and peaceful.
Buddhists also learn the Four Noble Truths, which teach us about about life's ups and downs, and follow the Noble Eightfold Path, a guide to living wisely and kindly. Pay attention to what you're doing. This is called mindfulness. Help others when you can, and stay calm even when things don't go your way.
It's okay to start small, so just try your best every day. Well, I'll be asking questions. My first question is to Xingling. Do I need anything special to be a Buddhist?
No, just a kind heart and a curious mind.
That is correct. Thank you. So Juju, please ask the next question.
My question is for Alminte, which is, what is important for a Buddhist to do?
Be kind, speak truthfully, and meditate.
That is correct. Thank you. Alexander, could you please ask your question?
My final question is to Xingling and is, what is meditation?
Meditation is sitting quietly and breathing deeply to calm your mind.
That is correct. So Sumyape, please ask the last question.
My last question is to Olente. What do Buddhists learn about?
Buddhists learn the Four Noble Truths and follow the Noble Eightfold Path.
That is correct. Thank you. So that is all for today. Thank you everyone for listening, and thank you to Juju and Alexander for joining.
It is now Thazanjo and Hina Aung's turn. Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Thazanjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, me and a Dhamma friend will be talking about something. So, Hina Aung, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Heng Long, and my Buddhist name is Sukapala, which means power of happiness. So, Thazanjo, what will we talk about today?
We will be talking about life after death. Everyone, please listen carefully because we'll be asking a couple questions in the end. I'll start us off. Life after death. In Buddhism, we believe life is like a circle. It doesn't end when we die. After we pass away, we are reborn again into a new life. This is called rebirth. What kind of life are we born into depends on our karma. Karma means the actions we do, whether good or bad.
If we are kind, helpful, and honest, we create good karma. If we hurt others or are selfish, we create bad karma. Good karma leads to a happier next life, while bad karma can bring challenges. Buddhists try to follow the Eightfold Path to create good karma.
The Eightfold Path is about being wise, kind, and mindful in everything we do. The ultimate goal is to break free from the cycle of life and death. This freedom is called nibbana, a state of great peace and happiness. It's like no longer needing to keep coming back to school after learning everything.
So, living a good life helps us and others, now and in the future. Every small act of kindness counts. That's why we try to do our best every day.
That is all, and now we'll be asking questions. Hina Aung, could you please ask the first one?
The first question is for Rebecca, and it is, what happens after we die in Buddhism?
We are born again in a new life, which is called rebirth.
That is correct. So, Davinja, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Cynthia, which is, what decides what kind of life we are born into?
Our karma or actions, whether good or bad, decides our next life.
That is correct. Hina Aung, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Rebecca, and it is, what is good karma?
Good karma comes from being kind, helpful, and honest.
That is correct. So, Davinja, could you please ask the last question?
My last question is for Cynthia, which is, what is the goal of Buddhism?
The goal is to break free from the cycle of life and death and reach nibbana, a peaceful state.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening. We are now moving on to Program 3, which is choose the correct one out of the given answers, led by Hank and Hema.
My name is Hank. My Buddhist name is Sutabala, which is the power of knowledge. Today, I'll be joined by my twin sister, so can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Hema, and my Buddhist name is Hema Pali, which means peacekeeper.
Today, we'll be asking questions to individuals Kixing, Sandy, William, Diri-san, Xinglan, Lyra, Mara, Tenzin, Nyambunte, Victoria, Wei-Yan, Harry, Shinki, Snowy, Kamapali, Jewel, Metau, Mietno, Naintan, and Shit from Canada. To start off, Kixing, what is mindfulness of the body?
Noticing our breath, movements, and how our body feels.
That is correct. Sandy, what is mindfulness of feelings?
Watching if we feel happy, sad, or neutral.
You are correct. William, what is mindfulness of the mind?
Seeing our thoughts and moods clearly.
And that is correct. Thiri-san, who is Brahma in Buddhism?
Brahma is a powerful spiritual being who lives in a heavenly realm.
And that is correct. Xingling, are Brahmas forever?
No, like all being no, like all beings, they will also pass away one day.
And that is correct. Lyra, what are the Wasa robes?
Special robes that lay people donate to monks during the rainy season.
And that is correct. Amara, do I need anything special to be a Buddhist?
No, just a kind heart and a curious mind.
And that is correct. Tenzin, what is important for a Buddhist to do?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is be kind, speak truthfully, and meditate. Nyambonte, what happens after we die in Buddhism?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is we are born again in a new life, which is called rebirth. Victoria, what decides what kind of life we are born into?
Absent.
Correct answer is our actions, whether good or bad, decide our next life.
Wei Yan, what is good Dhamma?
Good karma comes from being kind, helpful, and honest.
That is correct. Harry, what is mindfulness of the body?
Noticing our breaths, movements, and how our body feels.
That is correct. Shinki, what is mindfulness of feelings?
Watching if we feel happy, sad, or neutral.
That is correct. Snowy, what is mindfulness of the mind?
Seeing our thoughts and moods clearly.
That is correct. Kamapali, who is Brahma in Buddhism?
Brahma is a powerful spiritual being who lives in a heavenly realm.
That is correct. Jewel, are Brahmas forever?
No, like all beings, they will also pass away one day.
That is correct. Metta U, what are the Wesa robes?
Special robes and lay people donate to monks during the rainy season.
That is correct. Mietno, do I need anything special to be a Buddhist?
No, just a kind heart and a curious mind.
That is correct. Niniete, what is important for a Buddhist to do?
Be kind, speak truthfully, and meditate.
That is correct. Shin, what happens after we die in Buddhism?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is we are born again in a new life, which is called rebirth. Thank you for listening.
We are now moving on to answer the questions part 1 by Rebecca and Cynthia.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and my Buddhist name is Metta Bali, which means keeper of loving kindness. For today's program, my sister Cynthia will be joining me, so can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Cynthia, and my Buddhist name is Magga Bali, which means keeper of the middle path. The individuals that we'll be asking today are Nanita, Amara, Alexander, Chloe, Julia, Hazel, Mayton, Jewel, Valerie, Wei Yan, Yano, Sarah, and Mate.
Ninita, please chant Pancha Sila.
Panatipada Ratmani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami Adinadana Ratmani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami Kamasu Vichachara Ratmani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami Musavada Ratmani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami Suramaraya Maja Pamatatana Ratmani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami Kamapente.
That is correct, thank you. Amara, please list Kadamba, 3 epochs of affliction.
Can you come back to me?
Yes, I'll come back to you. Alexander, please list 5 Nikayas in Pali.
Keep going.
Chloe, what does the Bali word uposatha mean?
Can you come back to me?
Yes, I'll come back to you. Julia, please chant Pancha Sila.
Can you come back to me too?
Okay, I'll come back to you. Hazel, please list Gadomba 3 epochs of affliction.
1. Epoch of killing. 2. Epoch of disease, pandemic. And 3. Epoch of famine, extreme scarcity of food.
That is correct, thank you. Meitong, please list 5 Nikayas in Pali.
1. Digha, long discourse. 2. Majjhima, middle length discourse. 3. Samyutta, connected sayings. 4. Anguttara, gradual sayings. And 5. Khuddaka, shorter and variety of texts.
That is correct, thank you. Amara, are you ready?
No.
Okay, I'll come back to you at the end. Chloe, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what does the Pali word uposatha mean?
Uposatha means observance or fasting.
That is correct, thank you. Julia, are you ready?
Yes.
Please chant Panchasila.
Panatipata Varamani Sikha Padam Samadhiyami. Adina Dana Varamani Sikha Padam Samadhiyami. Kamesu Michara Varamani Sikha Padam Samadhiyami. Musawada Varamani Sikha Padam Samadhiyami. Sura Maja Pamadadana Varamani Sikha Padam Samadhiyami. Amabante bone time.
That is correct, thank you.
Jewel, what does the Pali word uposatha mean?
Uposatha means observance or fasting.
That is correct. Valerie, please chant Panchasila.
Panatipata Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Adina Dana Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Kamesu Michachara Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Musawada Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Sura Maraya Majapamadadana Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami Amabante.
That is correct, thank you. Wei Yan, please list Gatomba or 3 epochs of affliction.
1. Epoch of killing. 2. Epoch of disease, pandemics. And 3. Epoch of famine, ensuring security of food.
That is correct, thank you. Miano, please list the 5 Nikayas in Pali.
1. Digha. 2. Majjhima. 3. Samyutta. 4. Anguttara. 5. Khuddaka.
That is correct, thank you. Sarah, what does the Pali word uposatha mean?
It means observance or fasting.
That is correct. Mate, please chant Panchasila.
Panatipata Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Adina Dana Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Kamesu Michachara Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Musawada Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami. Surameraya Maja Pamada Dana Varamani Sikapadam Samadhiyami Amapente.
That is correct, thank you.
Amara, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, can you? Yes, you can go ahead.
1. Epoch of killing. 2, epoch of disease, pandemic, and 3, epoch of famine, extreme scarcity of food.
That is correct. Thank you. That is all for our program. Thank you for listening and participating.
We are now moving on to answer the questions part 2 by Thizanjo. Hello, Mingla Ba Dhamma class. My name is Thizanjo and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today I'll be asking a few individuals some questions, so everyone please be ready and prepared. My first question is for Sandy, which is, what does Ogatha mean?
It means, excuse me, my apologies, forgive me, and I beg your pardon.
That is correct. Thank you. Snowy, please list the 4 woeful states.
1. Hell, Niraya. 2. Animal state, Tiratana. 3. Hungry ghosts, Beta. And 4. Miserable ghosts, Asurakaya.
That is correct. Thank you. Lasenda, what does Paya Yadana mean?
The Buddha Jew.
That is correct. Thank you. Linfen, what does Ogatha mean?
Excuse me, my apologies, forgive me, and I beg your pardon.
That is correct. Thank you. Nyambongtan, please list the 4 woeful states.
Absent.
Opar. Harry, what does Paya Yadana mean?
The Buddha Jew.
That is correct. Thank you. Chloe, what does Ogatha mean?
It means, excuse me, my apologies, forgive me, and I beg your pardon.
That is correct. Thank you. Julia, please list the 4 woeful states.
Number 1, hell, niraya. Number 2, animal state, tichana. Number 3, hungry ghost, beta. And number 4, miserable ghost, asurakaya.
That is mostly correct. Thank you. Thirisan, what does Paya Yadana mean?
It means the Buddha jewel.
That is correct. Thank you. Lyra, what does Ogatha mean?
Excuse me, my apologies, forgive me, and I beg your pardon.
That is correct. Thank you. Meta'u, what does... Oh, please list the 4 woeful states.
Absent, I think.
Oh boy. Kamabali, what does Paya Yadana mean? Kama, are you ready? Moving on. Victoria, what does Ogatha mean?
Absent.
Oh boy. That is on. Thank you for listening. We have now reached the end of the Dhamma class. So please put your hands together, mute your microphones, and repeat after me. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That is all. Thank you for everyone to joining.
Jesu Tambara Pumpa.
Jesu